commentary. This gentleman reached out to me and he sent me a download that he did on his IG. Now, these are people, from what I could see, that were followers of Natureboy. They believe in the same belief system. I'm not trying to say that they're doing the same behavioral wise, doing the same thing as Natureboy's doing. But he goes by the name of Allah, the Almighty King. I'm gonna just call him Adam because it looks like that's his first name. So that's what we're going to address him by. But he put up a download. He was very respectful. He said how he felt. I really think that, in my opinion, he's probably been looking at my recent videos going at True. And True has been going at Black women. Which, that's his prerogative, what he wants to do. But I just feel as though he's giving information that's not correct. It's just how True feels. And right now, True's in a bitter place. And I have been going in on him. And I really think that Adam, please go follow his IG handle and his YouTube channel. Is in the description at the top of this video, to go subscribe also to this gentleman's YouTube channel. We can agree to disagree. He already knows I'm going to do this live. I'm not going to badmouth him, but I don't agree with what he's saying. I feel like he sounds like Natureboy and True. I know that that's where they get the knowledge from. This is what inspired a lot of them to follow Natureboy, is because they probably had a vision in their head of what they wanted to do that was different and outside the box than everybody else. And let me put my headsets in. Hopefully. But we're going to talk about what he had to say about the Black woman. I'm just really tired of hearing about the Black woman. And I'm just tired of being the excuse for, the behaviors that are happening in the conscious community amongst the men, because it's not really no women out here saying this in the conscious community these days. All of this, Black woman thing and what Black women are not doing all came about when Natureboy went to jail. And I just feel like, we're under attack by a Black man, and it's troublesome. And it bothers me a lot, because it's almost like, why aren't we up here pointing a finger at what Natureboy did and the allegations that are being brought against him? You know what I'm saying? How do we still find it in our heart to still make him relevant in a good way, as if, he really was about the knowledge, which is recently, when we know it wasn't about that. He was playing with the heartstrings of broken people's heart, and he was getting entertainment from that, and it was hurting and breaking people down. So I just don't understand how, it's almost like people are ignoring it. Even if Nateri did lie, or she could be telling the truth, we don't know. It's almost like everyone's dismissing the allegations. The people, even if they don't like this dude here, he's got his own tribe he's connected to, but they have the same belief system. Now, are they doing this crazy, wacky stuff behind closed doors like Natureboy? Probably not. I would bet that they're not. But they do believe in his knowledge. This is exactly, you never hear Black women in the conscious community down talking Black men when something goes bad for them. Exactly. It's crazy. I don't know where this is coming from. And it's like, when you talk about, I'm going to let you guys listen to it, but when you talk about what we're not doing, what we're lacking in, why don't you talk about how someone you looked up to was doing some foul things prior to getting locked up? Why are we trying to downplay that like it didn't exist? It's just very questionable. And it's scary too because these people are like not even in the presence of Nature Boy, and it's like it's a brainwash from a distant type thing. It's just sad, just real sad. But I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. This is a commentary live. I will be commentating throughout this whole video, giving my thoughts and my opinions. You guys can chime in. Also, make sure to hit that like button as y'all come in. Have been blaming. Right, exactly. You right about that, A dash away. So let's play it. Hey guys, make sure you like this video. Let me get from that part.
Okay? We can do that all day, but that's not gonna get us out of our place. It's not gonna heal us. It's not gonna help us heal. Right? Because that's a victim mentality. It's the same thing if you have trauma from being or trauma from a situation or trauma from being abused, okay? If you just say, oh, I'm a victim, yeah, I went through this and I can't get over it. I'm always thinking about it and it's just
I don't Ron, I don't want to go back and forth where there's is two black people, a man and a woman, and it's to tit for tat. Well, he's doing it. Well, she's doing it. It's not right. Period. Because you cannot, when you say black women, just like when I as a woman says a black man, I can't put all of you guys in the same category. It's not fair. It's called stereotyping something. And all I'm trying to say is, where is the acknowledgement for what's really important? We can agree to disagree, but that's how you look at things. I'm not talking, when I say Ron, I'm not talking about you on this point. I'm talking about what he's saying in this video. Just because you feel this is what a black woman should be doing, or this is how a black woman should be wearing their hair, or moving in life, that's how you perceive a black woman to be. But that doesn't mean that that's the right way to live. You have to live for self. You can't live by somebody else's thought process or how other people live. Some people might not want to live off grid and take showers every couple of days and look like they just rolled out the bed and haven't kept up on themselves. Some people want to keep up on themselves, be a part of society where they're not looked at like, what's going on with this over here. You can't fault nobody for living their life the way they want to live it, and there's not no right or wrong way but to live your life, but the way you want to live it. I just don't understand that. Shouldn't be no rules to how you live life. You only get one life. You should live it the way you want to live it.
Gives me all the time. You're not gonna be able to grow from that. You're not gonna be able to conquer it and be able to move on with your life. You have to move on from your traumas, okay? Or it's always gonna have a hold on you, right? You have to move on from it. And if you can't,
And that's what I don't like about. He's saying you have to move on from your traumas. Who is he referring to? Again, Nateri, because you cannot be up here doing a download talking about black women and saying our traumas, because a lot of black women may have not have been through traumas. They may have been born with a silver spoon in their mouth, and they haven't been subjected to some of the life lessons that are out here. They may have lived a shelter. My family had me sheltered. I've been through the trenches. Trust me. But it was what I did when I walked out that door is why I went through the trenches, because I had a hard head. Some girls are too scared to be hard headed and test the waters. I tested the waters. But there's some women that didn't have a hard life. They don't come from generational curses, and they actually had a good life. And they're doing good for themselves. And there's no excuse for him to be up here putting us all in a bucket. I just don't understand it. You get what I'm saying, Tiffany? I went to private schools with deans. I had the best clothes money could buy. I mean, I'm talking about when Jordan Marsh was around, before Macy's, Filene's, um, I was wearing Ann Taylor, always wore designer clothes. That's why I'm into designer stuff now and always will be. I remember when the Gap used to be expensive when it first came out. I had all of the Gap. J. Crew, Banana Republic. I was wearing that when I was in middle school. My parents made sure I kept up with the preppy kids, the Caucasian kids. I went to school with Caucasians. I lived in the ghetto, but I didn't know any different because my grandfather was the chief of police. My grandmother was a nurse. My mother was a hairdresser. So we were like a middle upper class family, and we were spoiled. Me and my sister. I have a sister. She's younger than me. Everyone don't come from generational curses.
Can't move on from that. Guess what? You're gonna stay stagnant in the same place. You're not gonna be able to heal. So we have to recognize what's been done to us. Letter, what we've gone through, we have to recognize it. But we can't hold on to it. We need to overcome it. We need to say, okay, that happened to us. Now, you, me, I'm attracted to you, okay? We're compatible astrologically, right? We need to get together. And we need to stick together. And we need to build together. Okay? And we need to take certain steps in order to move out of the system. Not just stay in it, not just keep perpetuating the same generational curses. We need to do something different.
I'm wondering right now as he talks, whatever he had for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whenever he made this video, how were you able to pay for that food? Was it food stamps? Did you have to go panhandle? How did you pay? I will bet you any amount of money the system that you're trying to get the black women out of is how you ate. No one can live for free. You have to work. You cannot, in this day and age, with everything that's going on, we got this pandemic going on, prices are going up on everything. There's nowhere you can live for free, not even outside. Because if you're on different land that's not yours, eventually even the cops will come by and get you off that grass. There's nowhere you can live for free. The thought process of these people sometimes are irrational. It just doesn't make any sense. We're evolving, and a lot of their thought process is just a thought. That's it. It's a wonderful thought. I wish it was like that. We didn't have to pay for food. We could just get it off the tree, or go somewhere and just get it for free in abundance. It doesn't happen like that. You have to have money in order to survive.
If you're just working in the system, the same thing that every white man in the world is doing and every other person in the world is doing.
They get this from Natureboy. This
okay?
White man thing.
You're not doing much to help save us, to help heal us from this brainwashing. Right? We need to stop being victims and get out of that victim mentality and say, okay, now we have to take responsibility. What is the plan? How are we gonna get out of this? Right? We need to get some money, certain kinds of money, and we need to go together. We're stronger, united, and weaker, divided. Simple.
Exactly.
I made a video about this before too.
Every creator on the planet works.
So yes, man. Black woman, you don't need a beauty supply store. Stop going to that store. Stop walking in there. You don't need nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing. You need you. And you need your natural state, your natural being. Untampered with. That's what the true black man in his original state is looking for. Okay? Other black men that are still in the system, programmed, okay, they're gonna find that attractive, okay, because they are lost. They don't know.
What happened to when Natureboy was putting weave in his braids, trying to look like 𝗘𝗘𝗫𝗧? Does anybody remember that? Put a Y in the chat. Was that okay when he was putting weave in his hair to make the braids look thicker? Why is it okay for Natureboy to do these things? Never gets called out for it. He's not even being called out for what he's allegedly being accused for right now. You don't hear none of the conscious community brothers saying that this is crazy. Even telling the truth that they're not surprised that he's jammed up right now. Even if the allegations against him is not true, that he got caught up on those kind of allegations because he is a weirdo. He does weirdo stuff. You remember that? Weave, thank you. Because I know I'm not crazy. I know there's not a lot of people in here today. But I know that there was a few people in this live that remembered that. So how can you take the knowledge from a hypocrite and try to throw it on us? And it's coming from the master teacher where you're learning the knowledge from. You're talking just like him because you've learned from his teachings how to do these downloads and how to speak to the public. But your master teacher has a weave in his head, trying to make his braids thicker. Now make that make sense.
Know who they are. You understand? They're gonna find that hair dye attractive. Okay? To a natural black man, that hair dye is not attractive. Okay? The black woman, yes, you look good with anything on, right? Anything on, for the most part, right? But we want you in your natural state, okay? Of course.
And you're gonna tell me Natureboy ain't never put no dye in his hair either? You're gonna tell me that Natureboy ain't never put no dyes in his hair? Come on now, let's keep it real.
You can rock some blue hair maybe, but that's not appealing to the original black man. We want you in your original form because we stay in our original form. We try to, because black men naturally resist this system, so we're way less programmed. Okay, because we don't go to the school. We skip school. We skip the programming. All the black men, they drop out and don't go to college.
Oh, you're proud of that.
Okay, black women are more susceptible to absorb the system because women are water, and they'll sit in it because they're receivers. So it's not your fault, right? It's just the way you are. So you have to recognize that you are being used as a battery for the system. You're being used to help destroy.
What about you? Because a lot of you black men are locked up in jail. You guys you're locked up in jail. It seems like a lot of black men, they made a career going back and forth to jail and getting out. By the time they get out, they're playing catch up, and then they're trying to meet women that they can lay off of for free, don't pay no rent, and call themselves a man because of their anatomy. But it don't make you no man just because of what you have in between your legs. If you can't get up and work and help be a provider to that woman, and you're laying up there playing Nintendo or looking at cable all day and eating and using the restroom, doing the number one and the number two in the bathroom, half the time don't even want to help contribute to the cleanup or even cook. What kind of a man are you? So don't start talking about this black man, black woman, because we've been trying to hold our men down for about 100 years, and they still turn around and do some foolishness, and we are always there to have their back. You don't be seeing women going around bashing men like this, not on this level. This man wants this he wants the masses to hear this. He believes all black women are this way, and that's foolish because they're not.
Or the black man, and you don't even know it. It's unconscious. That's why I have to make you conscious of it. You have to become more aware. Realize what we're dealing with. Okay? Stop living your life day to day on autopilot, okay? Become conscious and be conscious of the things you do. Don't just go around living life like, oh, I can do whatever I want and just be lazy. Okay, we can do that when we're in our original state, but we're not there. So we have to be conscious and actually.
Oh, so now we're lazy. But what was Natureboy doing all day? He got 4 or 5 women washing him up like he's a baby. He's literally just online all day. People are serving him food, rubbing his feet, lotioning his body, cleaning his ear out, cleaning his little what is it called? His lineup, because he got crustation always in the morning time, flakes all at the edge of his scalp, scraping that out of his hair. What kind of a follower are you to somebody like that? And you're gonna call a woman, a black woman, lazy and talking about what we need to do so that the black man would want us. If you know what, if a man can't take me for who I am and what I am, I don't need him. Because I'm not fitting to change for nobody.
To be very careful of what we put into our mind, into our brain, everything, every aspect of our lives. We have to be very careful. All right? You don't even know what's going on. You don't know what to do next. You don't know who you should be helping out. You don't know who you're supposed to be building with, because the codes are off. You have to start from the root. The root is your hair. Your hair is actually roots. Okay? You have something called the hair root plexus that connects to your brain. Okay? So you can pick up messages from the universe. Black women, if you have straightened your hair, permed it, dyed it, and stripped the melanin out, you need to cut your hair off. All of it. And regrow it. Sounds crazy, huh? Like, Allah, you're crazy. Oh, I'm gonna click off. He don't know what he's talking about.
But you know what though? I think that Natureboy, yeah, he's like Natureboy now. I think True summoned him. I think that from a distance, when True started going in on black women, because they believe in Natureboy's knowledge, it's one mind, one self. I don't care where they're at or what tribe they're in. It all these small little tribes, including the one he's from, this guy talking right now, Allah, they all look at Natureboy as the master teacher. A lot of their knowledge and wisdom, as they call it, comes from his teachings. So I really feel like hearing True, which is no one to follow behind, because he's on this bash black women thing, it's like he's following the movement. Like, yeah, I agree with that. I resonate with that. Even if it doesn't make any sense.
No, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm trying to help you restore your beautiful non-ether hair, your non-ether antennas. Okay? It's gonna be tough because your identity is with long hair, okay? Dyed, looking like Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, all these beings that, all this stuff that's been planted into your mind. The white woman is the standard woman in the world. She's the most beautiful. That's been planted in our minds from all the Disney movies and everything. Long, stringy hair is the best hair. No, it's not. The black woman's non-ether hair locks is the best hair on the planet.
Okay, because you say so.
What? What? Yes, it is. That's what you have to remember. So if your hair is damaged and it's long and stringy, cut it off. It'll be the best thing you ever done. When my hair was like that, I used to have an afro. It was long and straight. I used to pick it all the time everywhere I went because I didn't know. But then when I cut it off, why did I cut it? Because I knew if I cut it all off, I can get a fresh restart and it can grow the way it's supposed to grow and get natty. See this?
No, I don't want my hair like that.
And I can get the proper light codes that my brain needs. This is what you must do. If you're serious about healing, becoming back and one with yourself, but your hair's dyed?
Exactly.
You're not serious. The reason why you're not serious, and the reason why women aren't really serious, is because they just don't know. That's why.
True started all this. True started all of this. I don't know where he got it from. I don't even know if Natureboy knows he's out here doing it. Female bashing. But he's out here doing it. And I don't honestly believe that Natureboy has told him to talk about black women. I don't think Natureboy wants to even say the word black woman after what's going on with him. That's almost like saying an individual's name. even discussing a black woman with the charges he got on him. I think True is doing his own thing because Nature Boy's not around to instruct him on what he should be doing. So he's having a little fun with it. And we got, dudes like this that are watching him in the bushes. And they're like, yeah, True's right. It's resonating with him. So now he wants to do a download saying the same mess.
I have to educate and let you know the truth. I had to educate the people and connect them like magnets. Bro, I gotta educate y'all so that we can connect back together like magnets. The electromagnetic beings that we are. You understand? You don't need a beauty supply store. You don't need that. Okay? What you need is your black man. What you need is a black family. What you need is the sunlight, the water, the trees and bees. That's what you need. That's what you need.
Oh, really?
Sustaining yourself in life and living a pure life and healthy life is about getting the thing that you need, not about getting the thing that you want. Okay? This society has taught us to want so many things that are distractions that we don't need. You're having long acrylic nails, okay? Long eyelashes, and lipstick, all that extra stuff. When I just want you in your pure form, okay?
You heard him. He said, when he just wants you in your pure form. Who cares what you want? It's not about what you want, it's what the woman wants. And if you don't want the woman that way, you ain't got to be with that kind of a woman. Somebody will want her. Somebody will want her. Trust me, sir.
That's what every black man that's in tune with nature, he wants his black woman in her true, untouched, pure form. When something's pure, what do you think about when it's pure? It's untouched. It's the way it's supposed to be. When we think about pure water, pure ocean water, it's see-through, it's clear, it looks untouched.
And I feel like if black women listen to this message, you deserve what you get. And you're going to end up with a nature boy. Because that's the reason why he dogs the women that are over the carbonation out. Because they allow him to have them walking around looking like old ladies. Okay? They allow him to treat them like servants and call them out their name and put hands on them and all kind of stuff. And go for it. And it's like, my attitude is, if you like it, I love it. But if a man sees that there's no challenge, that the woman's weak, he's going to run circles on her. That's just the facts. And somebody like Nature Boy, he's going to take full advantage of that. He's going to take full advantage of that. Disrespect if you allow it. He's one of them type of dudes. He likes to disrespect, even publicly. It makes him feel like a man when he's disrespecting a woman. But 9 times out of 10, when a man disrespects a woman on that level, they ain't doing it to no man. They're only doing it to a woman. They're not even going to jump in no man's face with that nonsense. They're going to keep it with the woman. And I'm serious about that. It always happens like that. They ain't jumping in no man's face, but they'll do it with a woman.
It doesn't look foggy, nothing interrupting it, okay? That's how we want it. That's how we want a black woman. That's how we want our family. But we've been taught to love what isn't us. What isn't our purest form.
As y'all come into the live, can y'all make sure y'all hit the like button? The likes a little bit on the diet there. So if you haven't hit it, can you please hit the like button? Let's get the like buttons up. Thank you.
Okay? On that dollar bill.
Outstanding.
That's what's running the system. The elites. They teach us in the world, they start the world off teaching it like they are the standard human. When the standard human is the original black man. You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
We have to realize this and come out of our ignorance. every time, right? The black woman, it's hard for her to stay with the black man. It's hard. Because in this system, Superman was taught to be a white man. Spider-Man that's saving everybody in the world is taught to be a white man. Iron Man and that iron suit was taught to be a white man, right? Not that there's no good white people in this world, because there is.
Because you got one living in your tribe, 𝗪𝗫𝗪.
But everything that has to do with being black was taught to be trash, taught to be evil. And that's in the back of our minds. If you look at the dog test, that's what's in our minds. If you look at the will, right?
I agree, perfect.
The black man was ripped from the family, feathered and tarred and disrespected and humiliated in front of his family.
But it's not happening now.
This is what was done to us.
This stuff is not happening on a regular basis. Yes, it was wrong. We cannot move on to the future if we keep living in the past. We can't change what already has happened. We can only make it better. And we have to learn by not letting history repeat itself. We can't stay stuck in that. Because if we stay stuck in it, we're going to have hate in our heart. And that's a dangerous place. And that's how we have all these crazy things going on. People start losing their mind, going up into schools and office buildings and shooting it up. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't have to forget, but we have to forgive and move on. Set your soul free.
So it's even in the black woman's DNA to deny the black man, because that's how they survived. They survived by denying the black man. They had to work for the white man. That's how y'all survived. So the only way to stop this madness is for the black woman and the black man to both peep. We have to peep what's going on. You have to peep the fact that we've been lied to, okay? That we have been put against each other. We have to become aware of it. And we're in the age of information, so we can become aware of what's really going on. Once you become aware that it's even in your DNA to hate the black man, hate your own man, right? And you say, why? Why don't we want to stay together? Why? Because the black woman has been taught what? My mom and my grandma, what do they teach me? They teach me, go to school. Go get the education. Go get it. Go get it. What did my grandma teach me? Oh, every Sunday, let's go praise Jesus. Whenever something good happens, they say, oh, thank you, Jesus. And a picture pops up in my...
He's in that tribe that 𝗪𝗫𝗪's in. I really don't know the name of the tribe, but he's also in the tribe that 𝗪𝗫𝗪 was in. Remember when 𝗪𝗫𝗪 left? And that's where he went back to, that tribe. I don't think he's in that tribe no more, because I think they moved to Texas. He took the girl he had the baby from and his baby, and they moved to Texas so they'd be closer to his family. But yeah, 𝗪𝗪𝗪 was in that tribe. That's the tribe 𝗪𝗪𝗪 was in. But they all, all this living off grid and living closer to the sun, to the equator, they get all of these beliefs from Natureboy. They look at him like a hero. I'm not saying that they're like co-signing his behavior, but they believe in all of the knowledge that Natureboy speaks.
Okay? And I don't hate the white man, like I said. But I'm telling you the psychology of this. Everything is taught backwards. That the standard human, when really the black man is standard human. Everything is backwards. And when you live backwards, you live evil. Because live spelled backwards is evil. Okay, these are word spells. The truth is in the words too. The truth is in the word. It's crazy, man. We have to peep the system. Peep how it's run. Take off all of the makeup.
When 𝗪𝗪𝗪 was over in Carbonation, he also was the dude that helped deliver 𝗪𝗪𝗪's baby. he was like the medulla or whatever they call him. Or you know how they have the or they call them midwives, you know, in Babylon. He was helping her deliver the baby. The girlfriend, his girl, I don't know if it's his wife or his girlfriend, but yeah, it was him and his wife or girlfriend, whoever she is to him, and they helped deliver Kite's baby when Kite was over in carbonation, calling himself running away from his responsibilities.
Okay, that's being soaked into your
Good
skin,
afternoon.
all the toxins, and then you wonder why you have pimples all over your face. Okay? We're so bad at leaving ourselves alone, letting our beings be at peace. We're bad at that. We've been tormented for so long.
You can get bumps all over your face not bathing too.
All we know is touch, 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 manipulate, manipulate. We don't know how to be at peace. We don't know how anymore. Because we've been introduced to chaos. Black man versus black woman. Then we split up, we don't have nobody to raise the kids. It takes a village to raise a child. Right? A growing man or woman, or baby girl or baby boy needs both the mom and the dad to be raised properly. Because within the baby boy and the baby girl is both masculine and feminine energies. And the black woman in her natural state is the essence of female divinity. And the man it represents the masculine divinity.
Right, exactly.
Okay? The importance to get back into power, okay? The black man doesn't have much right now. We don't have much. We're still scrambling. We're trying to figure things out. But that's how we're supposed to work together.
So if the black man is trying to figure things out, how are you trying to shift the blame on the black woman? I don't get it. How can you give constructive criticism to what a black woman should be doing when you just said that the black man, you're trying to still figure things out? So how are you so sure of what you're saying that's supposed to be helpful to the black woman, and you're still trying to figure yourself out? You're still trying to find yourself out. But from afar, you can look at our flaws, but not talk about yours?
We're supposed to work together. And the system just wants to throw us into jails. Okay? And we can't get any help. We need help. Black woman, you're supposed to want to help your black man. Okay? Even if he doesn't have everything. He doesn't have a car. Okay? He doesn't have this. He doesn't have that. We'll help him get it. Okay? Black woman, since all this women's rights and everything, when it takes the baby out of the picture, right? Or takes a man out of the picture, he gives the woman's benefits. Woman gets all the benefits so that she can further perpetuate what the white man's trying to do. Because the woman is naturally a receiver, okay? She's not resistance like the black man. She naturally is gonna do what.
So do you get what he's trying to say? I edited this video, but I didn't peep this part. I mean, I was listening, but I didn't really pay attention to this part. He's trying to say, because now the roles have been reversed, and women in general, because it ain't just black women, just women in general are more in power and are in more position to get more from the government. We should be helping out the man. So if a man needs a car, we should get them a car. This is what he's saying. If a man needs, some side pocket changes to get on his feet, help him. What happened to the man being a man and being a provider, or just it being 50-50? You are a grown man, not my child. I don't owe you anything. Now, if you're coming to the table 50-50, okay, I can understand that. But if you're lacking in some areas, and I see you helping yourself, okay, I'll help you. But I'm not obligated to.
The white man tells her to do if the black man's not in the picture. Because women, they're not built to resist. Okay? That's what men are built for. Men to enforce law. Women are meant to enforce law, only to a certain degree when she's raising her children, right? But as a man, woman is gonna do what a man says, because a man is supposed to lead. A man just needs to learn how to lead in righteousness once he gets back in his power, okay? But we need to help build each other up. Take what you're getting from the system, okay, black woman? All those benefits that you have.
Oh my God.
All the women working as nurses in the system, come out of that with the resources that you have.
I don't get this. Natureboy says we shouldn't be working. Don't take anything from Babylon. Live off the land. We should be doing this. We should be doing that. Now he's saying the resources that we get from work, we should take it and basically help the black man out is pretty much what he's saying.
And let's try to build something and get back into our natural environment, okay? It's not gonna be perfect. It's not. But sitting in the system and just perpetuating it forever and ever and ever, that's definitely not the way to do it, okay? We have to take certain steps in order to free ourselves. And we want to blame
assumption off of that.
No. I'm not making an assumption off of that. I'm just saying a general statement. When I'm feel happy on the inside, it usually reflects my outside. When I'm pissed off on the inside, you know, it's gonna reflect on my outside. I mean, that's just in general
Well,
statement.
looks like
True
to me,
gets mad with this
me,
lady.
me and you is not the same people.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just was wondering, like, what do you do for fun? What makes you laugh?
Did you
What makes
ever
smile?
wonder about astrology?
Here
No,
we
I
go.
don't. I don't subscribe to
Do
astrology.
you ever wonder about biology?
Yeah, biology, yeah.
Do you ever wonder about melanin?
No.
Appreciate that, Tyler. Do you ever wonder about quantum physics?
True
No.
about to get
Do
mad.
you ever wonder about earthing?
No.
Okay, well, I think you have your priorities out of order
Well, you know why I don't worry about it?
because you don't care about yourself.
No, I don't worry about it. Is because I feel like the world is in such a fuck place, and people are so nowadays that I focus on being kind to people. I focus on taking care of people. I focus on serving God's people. I focus on taking care of my health. I focus on taking care of my family and those that I love and care about me. And for me, that's my priority. Everybody's priority is different. I don't focus on astrology because I don't want to tell me how I should be.
So if that's your priority, why'd you come ask me a question about what I do for fun?
I don't think it was a question. You know, I think people come up here and troll
In the
you all the
grand
time.
scheme of things,
Mm-hmm.
out
Was
of
a
all
bullshit
the
question
questions,
too?
out of all the questions you could ask,
Yeah.
that was a question.
Well, because I don't. I'm just curious because you do seem very serious, very reserved.
But you're curious about me more than you're
Yeah.
curious about melanin?
I'm not interested.
That's
Now, let
dumb
me
as
ask you
hell.
this.
That's stupid as hell.
Would you be interested would you be interested in knowing
So I just got an update that Natureboy's bond hearing is June 6th. He has another bond hearing, and let me see what it says. Hi sis, there's a new bond hearing on June 6th. I hope they never let him out. He's up against another female black judge who was married to a judge. So the information was ran by another channel holder that Natureboy will have another bond hearing on June 6th. Now, just the other day, True had mentioned as soon as he finds out when the bond hearing is the next one, we would find out. But we're finding out today before True that the bond hearing is going to be held June 6th. So I'm going to try to find on YouTube where the bond hearing is going to be held. They take the videos down immediately after they do the bond hearing. So I'm going to live stream it and then I'm going to take it down because they don't want you keeping that stuff up. They don't want you recording it. But, you know, I could probably get away with recording it, but I have to take it down. It can't stay up. So I just want to let y'all know that.
how traumatic brain injury survivors, how they navigate through life? Would you be interested in knowing about epilepsy? Would you be interested in knowing about?
Good shit. She want to know what I do for fun. What kind of basic question was that? You seem so reserved. Who about me being reserved?
Oh, True is mad.
I just want to know. Sometimes I know my inner self looks like my outer self. You want to know what I do for fun? We live in a world that pollutes the ocean.
He annoys my soul too.
We live in a world that blocks us from our own natural resources, and you want to know what I do for fun?
You're welcome, sweetie.
We live in a world where black women hate themselves to the degree that they can't even walk outside as their natural self.
Whatever.
We live in a world that mass produces genetically modified food for profit, not for our well-being, but so we can come back and buy more and more.
He's bitter because I seen him on a live today, and you fill in the blanks, but he was like, he was basically saying something on the lines of, why would I be fazed about this when I haven't even had sex in 4 months and busted blank? So why would I care? It's like, that's not something that you go around telling people, because that may be why you're so bitter, is because you haven't had any.
We live in a society that cuts down acres of trees.
For paper, he says.
For paperwork.
Well, which they do.
But we need trees to breathe. And you want to do for fun. You don't even melanin. And melanin is worth $500 a gram. But you literally say, I don't care about melanin. Melanin is biological living light. Melanin is the most powerful antenna on the planet, but you want to know, why am I so reserved? Why am I so serious? And what do I do for fun? Get your bum here, man. Are you interested in quantum physics?
He said, get your bum blank out of here.
Are you interested in biology?
Truth's getting real hostile.
Are you interested in melanin? No. Are you interested in grounding? No.
Hey, what up, though, cuz?
And then this dude comes up here, sound like he got a bag of rocks in his mouth.
You feel me, though? You feel me? I ain't seen him in a minute, though. Yo, cuz, pussy, got a lot there, it was your too. Natureboy all day, you feel me? Ain't nobody different, cuz. Thing is, you feel me?
I know, right?
Ain't they time supposed to get out?